Peace be upon you, ladies and gentlemen, respectable the juries. Well, if you try to analyze more about Indonesia's condition in the midst of pandemic, you will probably say that it's a crucial problem and think to solve it quickly. So I'm here to inform you about what's occurring today. To the point, in this goal opportunities, I'd like to deliver my speech under the title of Digital Economic Empowerment Amid COVID-19 Pandemics. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the application of social and physical distancing restricts people from doing activities together even for work. It drives people's economies to be in accordance with the economic downturn because most people are not capable of seeking initiatives investigating this phenomenon. Unemployment and poverty are rampant finally. We know that economic problems are one of the most difficult among several components. Obviously, the sudden arrival of pandemics makes the livelihood of people, especially lower middle class, fall. They cannot adjust to new circumstances, so the economic growth process becomes constrained. Moreover, most people cannot live independently and then only expect help from the government. The anomalies of the people in the midst of this pandemic must be completed immediately for the continuity of their lives to obtain food sources. Well, Finance Minister Sri Mulyani said, social distancing limits people's mobility to interact. Thus, the decline of economic growth is undeniable. High unemployment in various countries, including double-digit growth countries with a combined annual growth rate of 10% or more over a period of 8 years or more, seems to reinforce the monetary crisis that's occurring today. Excluding Indonesia, the economic growth has also fallen by 2.97%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the phenomenon of economic inequality creates an interesting discourse to review. In the midst of Industrial Revolution 4.0 civilizations, millennials are racing to demonstrate digital life that is more effective than real life. We know that Z generation is more likely to be active in cyberspace because here, freedom of expression is so visible without a direct audience. In fact, Internet users today have reached 93.4 million people, and smartphone users as many as 71 million people. The transition of human existence should be able to be enabled to facilitate the practical fulfillment of human needs. So in this regards, digital transformation may be the effective answer to eradicate society from current economic crisis. Digital economy provides an online market that can be functioned as a means of selling and buying to continue the economic chain. In additional trading, e-commerce industry also provides other jobs, such as courier service between the logistics and the people, smart device manufacturers, and so on. As well known, e-commerce or digital economic has already been present in Indonesia since last few years. E-commerce is expected to develop quite rapidly in 2020. The reason is that the status quo at the end of 2014 has noted that industry has generated 12 billion United States dollars, and this result has always increased at least 40% per year. Cominfo estimates that e-commerce will be a refresher oasis in the midst of pandemics. Yet, COVID-19 destroys this hope. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the implementation of e-commerce in this country is constrained. The lack of having public knowledge about technology and its vast functions, inadequate human resource, education, and funding will be a major inhibitors to the growth of economic in this country. Although today's internet and gadget users are not few, but most of them haven't been able to optimize the functionality of the internet itself. So here, solutive action is needed. The solutive actions are more stimulus for them to move. Such e-commerce education in a nutshell and funding are two key factors. Well, education can be a campaign against the public, especially about the orientation of e-commerce benefits, and how it works practically. Psychologically, people tend to move and find a way out when food or economic needs are increasingly pushed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all in one, empowering e-commerce for the community through education and funding is one of policies that should be considered. E-commerce is a creative business facility that trains people to resurrect the economic independently in this pandemic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it may be the end to notify you about what's occurring today, or maybe the beginning to meet in the next section. So I really beg your pardon for all mistakes I have done. So let's be a productive juvenile and peace be upon you.